Religion has failed. Because religion has failed so terrible that they say this world is not part of our home, so they are not interested in leadership on earth. Religion. Religion. Christianity being the biggest. They don't even talk about this. Whereas they make up 70% in Ghana, Christians. Now, when we get to heaven and Jesus asks us, why did you allow the people to be cheated on street lights? What are you going to say? You say, oh, Jesus, we didn't know, and also here. Do you know the number of people that are killed by cars in the night? When you are driving on the highway and you use your own light, it's not enough. If the street lights are there, you see. Sometimes you see a human being, it's too late because of the speed. And it's a motor highway. And many people are killed because of no street lights. It's very terrible. That is why we must insist that God shock us. Yes. God surprise us. Yes. God, let this year not end us as usual. Yes. Let there be a change. Yes. Let your government take over. Yes. We are tired with human government. That cannot give us common street lights, which even we are paid for. The street light is not government giving us, so we are paid for it. Why are we not giving? Beloved, it is time for you to check your life, whether are you qualified for God to use you as a leader, as he did with Joseph, as he did with David. Look at how young David was, but God used him to occupy leadership place. Joseph, young, God used him to occupy leadership place. Daniel and his 3 friends, young boys, 20 years, God used them to occupy leadership place. Why can't God also use us? That is the purpose of Dominion Group. That is the purpose of God's children. Because God said, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth. How can God's will be done on earth if you are not in charge? How are you going to enforce God's will? You can't do that. It is only when God's children are in charge, then they can enforce God's will. Yes. That's the only way. If God's children are not in charge, there is no way God's will can be enforced on our earth. Beloved, I believe that I have opened your eyes. I have impacted why you need to prepare yourself to be used to occupy. God is looking for leaders. Why? There is leadership vacuum. Look at the situation of our world. Look at the situation of our country. We are paying for street lights and we don't get it. And our people are killed on the streets. And for the women, they snatch their bags. People steal because it's dark everywhere. It's bad. I remember when I was going around America, even in the forest, there's street lights. Yes. And every 100 meters, there's a telephone booth. So if something happens, you can call police or call for help. And there's street lights, I'm telling you. Very, very interesting. Why can't we do that here? Meanwhile, the lines are running on the streets. So we can just put light there. It's as simple as that. But when you lack leaders in place of authority, these are the kind of things we can experience. When you talk, people misunderstand. They think you are political. I don't have interest in politics. It's dirty politics. Dirty. People lie with open teeth. They don't even remember they have children. You have children, a grown-up, and you are telling lies. What are you going to leave behind for your children? Do you know what they will say to your children? Somebody will just say, go away, your father a liar. I tell you, your children will suffer. Yes, your children will suffer. Anyway,